Okay, checkpoint 2. For this checkpoint, we are going to download and apply brushes to our pen tool paths we made. We're going to expand the appearance of those brushes and then expand the strokes. Then we will erase anything that we need to erase. And then finally, via the Pathfinder panel, we will unite everything. And that'll be it for this checkpoint. First thing we need to do is come to Illustrator on Schoology. Go to your course resources. If you don't already have it, Illustrator brushes. I recommend downloading the cartoon brushes tinted. Okay, we're going to keep all of our layers. Excuse me. So I need to duplicate my pen tool layer here. So I'm going to go up to my menu icon in my layers panel, duplicate pen tool. I'm going to lock and hide my original pen tool and rename this one to brushes. All right, now we need to get our brushes out. So window, brushes, menu, open brush library, other library, downloads folder, cartoon brushes, open. There we go. Now because we did our pen tool correctly, we have all of these separate lines to apply brushes to now and to alter the stroke as it might need to be altered. So I'm actually going to turn my original sketch on and I created a duplicate of it real quick. I'm going to hit Command X to delete that. Here on my brushes, I will paste it. I just want a reference for the strokes on his face as I'm doing this. Quick reference. Okay. So I need to take notice of the way in which I want my strokes to taper. All of these have flat ends right here, and then this one comes to a point this way. This is the opposite, and this one tapers in both directions. And as I look on my reference here, this looks like I want it to taper on both directions. So I'm going to click on this and apply that taper, and then I'll increase the stroke to 2. And then I'll do that for the nose. Here, I'm pretty sure I want this to be flat right here. I don't want it to taper, but I want it to come to a point or taper right here. So I kind of need to see which one that is. Click on it and see if it's this one. Nope, it's not that one because it's flat here and tapers there, so it means it's going to be this other one. And then I'll increase the stroke. And that's the whole process. I'm going to keep going through here and doing this. And I'm going to keep this as 1 point. So I think flat here to taper. There we go. And this one will be the same. And as I'm doing this, I can even take a moment. And I need these to connect. So I'm going to give my direct selection tool, click on this, click on that anchor. You might have to double click. Sometimes when you first click, it just doesn't register. And I'm going to put that there. Do that with this as well. Oh, make sure you grab the anchor. I think I want this to taper both ways. Yeah, that looks better. There we go. That's good. I think I want this to taper both ways as well, actually. A lot of this is an experimental process as well to see what looks better and just changing it. If I know there are a few I want to apply the same one to, such as these three, I can just hold down my shift button, select all three of them, and apply the same effect, brush to them all at the same time. And I know that looks weird sticking out there, but we're going to erase that after we expand. You might have to move these around. Wrong way, there we go. Select all three of those and apply the same brush to them. I don't think I'll apply one to the tooth there. I think that's fine. I think I can get rid of this reference now. Don't really need it after all. And there we go. So I believe that's all of them. Now I'm going to back out and see if I have my stroke weights how I want everything and like it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So the next step is to expand everything. So we will select everything. You can just use your move tool and draw a selection out, or you can just click on this circle here in your layers panel for that layer, and it's going to select everything. Then actually, before we do that, let's zoom in here, and there's a few more areas I need to drag. I want this part of the ear to be connected. So now we're actually gonna make everything so that it will connect where we want it to connect now. So just using your direct selection tool, click, and then grab the anchor and connect it where you want it to connect. Not all of these parts need to, but it will overall make a lot of the live paint tool part easier. There we go. You might have to double click on the anchor point in order to grab a hold of it and move it. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Alright, now we will expand. Object, expand appearance, expand the brush effects, and then one more time, expand the strokes. Fill and stroke, okay. And now before we unite, now we're going to go in and erase everything we want to erase. So I want to erase this, so I'm going to click on that shape, go to my eraser tool. You can find it in here, or Shift E will bring it up. And I just want to erase this part of it. And I'm just going to go around now and find everything I need to erase. Forgot to apply a brush here, but it won't be that big of a deal. Okay, so all of the parts are erased. I think I want to bring this maybe down a little bit, if I'm able. Nope. Nah, it's okay. All right, now we want to unite everything. So select everything again, go to our Pathfinder panel, click on Unite. There we go. Do not do the make compound shape. We'll just unite everything. And that ends for this checkpoint. What you should have after that, here's the fully done brush effects on top of your original pen tool. So here is my pen tool, applied all of my brushes and alter the weight of them. You can see all of these are separate lines that I made that I can apply brushes to and change the stroke widths and weights as I want.